Michelle, I'm sorry to bother you, but can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, sure. I wonder why you contacted me all of a sudden.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but
What's wrong?
I just don't fit in at my current job. I've been struggling with it for a long time, but I finally submitted my resignation.
Huh? Wait a minute. Resignation? We're going to have a baby in 3 months, you know?
I know.
In 2 months, I'm taking maternity leave, so my income will be reduced. I told you about that, didn't I?
Yeah, that's why I was worried.
We don't live together, so it's going to cost a lot of money for your mother who needs care.
I'm aware of that too. But it's not like I'm the only one sacrificing for it, right?
Sacrifice?
I'm so worried that if I keep working, I'm going to lose my mind. I could put up with it, but I knew if I let it take a toll on me mentally, it would bring a bad effect to our child.
I didn't know that you were so worried about that. Why didn't you tell me earlier?
I couldn't tell you because I knew it would cause trouble for you. Especially now that you're pregnant, I didn't want to stress you out.
I see. I'm sorry I didn't notice. I was too busy taking care of myself. I understand your circumstances.
What?
Our environment is going to change a lot from now on. Maybe we should take the plunge and change the environment starting from your workplace. In return, you need to look for another job seriously so that you can find it soon.
I'm glad you understand. I'm truly sorry.
We're a married couple, so we're supposed to help each other in times of need, right? Let's work hard together so that we can have a happy family in the future.
Got it.
Hey Damien, you're still at home today, right? Are you doing well with your job hunting?
Yeah, I'm getting by. I haven't been able to find a company that fits my criteria.
Geez, you have to be serious about finding a job.
I'm seriously trying.
I don't think there's any company that can meet 100% of your criteria. Besides, we're going to have a baby soon. You're going to be a father, so you'll have to put up with a few things.
I know that much.
If you understand, then you should do what you have to do. To me, it doesn't look like you're trying hard enough.
You're working as a caregiver. So for the time being, we're not going to be in need of money. That's why I don't want to rush into deciding on a job.
Huh? Don't be naive.
What?
I'm taking maternity leave soon, remember? And I won't be able to take care of your mother like I used to. That's going to cost us more than before.
Yeah.
Do you really understand our current situation? We need more money. So you will have to earn extra money. Besides, I don't think I can take care of your mother while raising a child. It's my first child, and I need to get used to childcare-related things. For that reason, I need you to get accustomed to your workplace as soon as possible.
I understand.
Of course, I'll have you help out fully when you're home too.
I know.
Anyway, you need to find a job as soon as possible. Damien, are you home?
Yes, I am. How was your checkup?
Well, I think I'm having contractions. I thought my back had been hurting since dawn. They say these back pains are labor pains.
Are you sure? Is it the time for labor?
The contractions are still weak, so I don't think it's going to happen right now. But they say I could stay at the hospital, so I might as well do that. I don't feel comfortable and I'm too anxious to go home.
Maybe that's a good idea. If you stay at the hospital, you'll feel safe and you can be prepared for the labor. I think it's better that way too.
You will be there for the birth, right? That will be reassuring. I'll text you when the contractions are a little stronger, so please be ready to come right away. What's with that reply?
It's nothing.
Damien, my contractions are getting stronger. They're now 15 minutes apart, so please come to the hospital right away. They said the baby will be born within a few hours from now.
Are you going into labor soon?
I don't know about that, but it can happen any time from now. So I need you to hurry.
Hold on a second. I've got some stuff to do. I'm in the middle of doing a task right now, so it might be tough to get to the hospital right away.
What task? I've asked the caregiver to take care of your mother.
I know, but I'm not sure I can accompany you during child labor. So you're going to have to do it on your own somehow. I'll do my best to take care of myself anyway. I'll be there as soon as the baby is born.
You've got to be kidding me. What are you talking about? I'm not confident at all. It's my first time and I'm full of anxiety. So just stay with me, please.
I can't. Besides, it won't do you any good. What's the point of standing by your side doing nothing?
I know, but I need you to stay close to me for the baby too. You need to support me.
I'm at my parents' house right now.
Your parents' house? Why? Your mom's got a caregiver, so don't worry about her.
It's not about Mom. I've got things to do myself.
What things to do? Your wife is in labor. Is that task more important than the birth of our child?
I need to do the task now.
Why now? You've been home all week, unemployed, so you had plenty of time to do it. But why are you starting to do it now?
Don't blame me. I just came up with the idea a while ago. I want to do it before the baby is born.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I'll hurry there as soon as I'm done, so just hang in there until then.
That's enough.
What?
I don't need you to be here. I'll call my mother and have her come over.
Okay. I think you will be more comfortable with your mother by your side. By all means, please do so. Sorry, I didn't catch your call.
What have you been up to already? The baby is born. I tried to call you, but I couldn't get through.
Yeah, I had a rough day yesterday, so I got tired and went to bed straight away.
Huh? What the hell were you doing?
I kicked my mother out while you were giving birth.
You kicked her out? What are you talking about? Where is she now? She needs care.
I don't know.
What do you mean by that?
They said the caregiver will take care of her at the shelter.
Seriously? Your mother is not a piece of luggage you can get rid of like that.
She can't move on her own, so she's equal to a piece of luggage. She will be a burden for you once the baby is born anyway.
How can you say things like that about your own mother? I've never felt like she's a burden to me. Why did you kick your mother out of the house?
What? I thought we were going to move in here.
Huh? For what? You never told me about that.
I just thought of it yesterday.
What the hell?
You shouldn't have done that.
What are you talking about?
Because you've been threatening me a lot.
When did I threaten you?
You told me to get a job as soon as possible because it costs money to take care of the baby and my mother.
Yes, it costs money, but we can have your mother moving in together with us to solve that matter. Kicking her out is a terrible thing to do.
And you also said you wanted me to take care of Mom.
Of course. She's your own mother. I have to work no matter what, okay?
That's why I kicked Mom out, because I don't like it.
Huh? I don't understand.
If I kick Mom out and live in this house, we don't have to pay rent, right? Our monthly expenses will be cut down considerably. If our expenses are reduced, you wouldn't have to force yourself to work anymore.
That's not the point.
Besides, if Mom's not here, I don't have to take care of her. I can't take care of Mom. If I get rid of her, you and I can devote ourselves to raising our child without any worries.
How selfish you are. She's your own mother, Damien. I've never seen such a cold son like you.
What's the matter with you? Don't speak so high and mighty. If you don't like it, why don't you get out too?
I beg your pardon?
I'm the one who thought of this solution. If you insist so much, why don't you go live with Mom? I can't rush to find a job or take care of Mom. I'm going to live my life in my own pace at this house.
What a person you are. You're just a scumbag.
You have a decent job, so you won't be in trouble. I don't have an income, so I'll be in trouble to get by. I just figured out a way to do it that doesn't cost me any money.
So why don't you just get a job as soon as you can? Kicking your mother out of the house isn't going to solve anything fundamental.
I don't want to rush to find a new job, so that's why I kicked Mom out. Why can't you understand that? I'm keeping the apartment we lived in. When you get out of the hospital, you can clean it up and cancel the lease. I'll stay at my family home rent-free.
I still don't understand what you're trying to tell me.
Hey, when are you getting out of the hospital? I haven't received any kind of notice from you yet. I can pick you up if you want me to. I went to all the trouble of getting rid of my mom. I kicked her out and made a life that doesn't cost a dime and involve nursing care. I'm sure you have no complaints, right? You will definitely be able to raise our child in comfort. Hey, reply to me.
What? I don't have anything to say to you anymore.
What do you mean? I go to the hospital and they won't let me see you or the baby. What the hell is going on? When will you be discharged from the hospital?
I'm already out of the hospital with the baby.
Huh? I don't understand. The nurse didn't even tell me when you were discharged.
I was the one who told her to keep that as a secret.
So you didn't even let me visit?
Yeah, I asked them not to let you in.
Why not? I'm your husband and the father of your child.
Father, stop joking. You didn't even accompany me when I went into labor. Also, you didn't take my call when the baby was born. You kicked your mother out of the house just because she needed care. How am I supposed to live with someone who doesn't even work? I can't live with you anymore. Our marriage is over.
Huh? Then where are you now?
I asked my parents to let me stay with them. My parents are truly appalled by your behavior. They don't want a useless son-in-law like you. You dared to kick out your own mother. It's only a matter of time until you kick me and our child out.
Why did you tell your parents about that? I kicked Mom out so I could live together with you guys without paying the rent.
I said that's not the right thing to do for a person who has a human heart. How can you kick out your own mother who needs care and live in peace?
She should just go into a facility or whatever.
If that's the case, did you follow the proper procedures?
Is that really necessary? Don't you have the caregiver to do that for you?
That's not what I'm talking about. Your selfishness. It's not free to put your mother in a facility in the first place. It takes a certain amount of money.
Is that so?
Yes, of course. You don't work, so you have no income. How can you put your mother in a care facility?
Don't talk so high and mighty. I just didn't know.
If you're going to do it, do your research beforehand. You were like that when you quit your job. You acted like a child, saying you didn't want to go to work and just quit right away. You knew I was about to have a baby.
I didn't decide to quit my job right away.
You always say things that suit you. And when the time came, you didn't even get a new job.
Because you were working, right? You're the one who's going to continue working after the baby is born. So there's no need for me to find work as soon as possible.
I'm saying that kind of insensitivity is impossible. You only think of yourself. I can't raise a child with someone who doesn't think about our future together.
Stop messing around and get back here as soon as possible.
Don't you get it even after all this?
Huh?
I want a divorce.
Are you kidding me? Stop it. You want a divorce, but you haven't even let me see our baby? That's too much, right?
How can you say that? You're even worse. You didn't even accompany me during the labor, and you didn't come to see me when the baby was born.
Because you didn't let me visit.
That was after a few days, wasn't it? That's all I am to you, and that's all our child is to you too. I can't even imagine living with you. Anyway, I'm divorcing you.
Don't be so selfish.
From now on, we'll discuss things through our lawyers.
What? Lawyer? Hey, explain to me. You're behind all of these, right? The builder is trying to evict me.
You have no choice then.
Why? This is my house. Why do I have to be evicted?
You seem to be misunderstanding everything.
What?
It's not your house. It's your mother's house.
But it's my house now because I evicted my mother.
I went to see your mother about that.
What?
Your mother didn't want to bother me and the baby, so she wanted me to put her into the care facility.
That's fine. If Mom doesn't come back, then it's totally my house.
When your mother was suddenly kicked out from the house, she quickly went to her bedside drawer and put the deed to the land in her bag.
Deed? What do you mean?
A deed is a document that proves you are the owner of a property. It's issued by the Legal Affairs Bureau to prevent people like you from transferring ownership without permission.
What the hell?
Your mother said she'll sell the house and use the money to pay for her care facility.
Sell the house?
So don't worry. She told me to get a divorce from you.
Huh? What kind of a mother is she?
You're the one who's being a terrible son. You kicked out your mother who needs care. What a thing to do.
I still don't get it. Does that mean the house is for sale?
That's what I'm saying.
I have to get out of here in a week?
If that's what they said, then you need to obey them.
Where am I supposed to go?
I don't know. Why don't you go where you want? You don't have any children to take care of. And you also don't have a mother to take care of, so you're free to do what you want.
Because I don't work, you know? How am I going to live without an income? Anyway, what did you do with my savings? Did you spend it?
Don't be ridiculous. That joint savings are for our child. But you spent it all while you weren't working. I know that.
Oh no.
There's no way I'm spending our savings for our child.
If I get kicked out of this house, I have nowhere to go. I can't even rent an apartment.
That's what you deserve. I told you to get a real job, remember? You're the one who didn't do it. And to top it off, you kicked your mother out of the house. Looks like heaven has given you the punishment.
Michelle, can't you do something about it? For example, maybe you could reduce the amount of child support. Why don't you work more and earn money for child support?
Huh? How spoiled are you? You really are a jerk. How can you say such a thing? The only thing I'll ask you to do is to fulfill your responsibility as the father of my child.
But how am I supposed to pay for it?
You should work, morning, noon, and night. You don't even have a mother who'll help you anymore. You'll have to manage on your own. It's undeniably you who have done this to yourself.
It's too hard to bear. I can't work that hard.
Stop blabbering nonsense. You have to give up and look for a job right now.
I can't find a job right away.
Really? It's been more than 3 months since you quit your last job. If you really wanted to work, you'd have found a job by now.
For your information, I'm willing to work. But it's just I haven't found the job I'm really looking for.
That's because you're probably making up your own terms and conditions. Then there's no way you'll find a job.
Huh?
If you can't find a job, then you should get a part-time job or something. You'd better earn money anyway. If you don't, you'll never be able to save enough money for child support. Just make sure you pay for that. The future of our child depends on that.
Oh no. So you don't care about my future?
It's your own fault. You're an adult. So you should take care of yourself. Even your mother did that. Well, I don't think I'll be seeing you again. Please take care of yourself.
Michelle, please don't treat me like a stranger. Don't abandon me, please.
After that, Damien started to pay for child support while holding down a part-time job. But the transfers of the money gradually began to be delayed. Rumor has it that he quit his part-time job after complaining about this and that. Then, he found a new part-time job and quit again, and so on and so forth. His income is not enough to pay the child support. I am so glad that I divorced him when I found out how much of a scumbag he is. However, my relationship with my ex-mother-in-law continues to this day. I regularly take my children to visit her at the facility where she resides. I have been receiving money that she has been steadily accumulating for the sake of her grandchildren. She gave it to me as my child support. So I have not asked Damien for more money. I really wanted to beat the crap out of him, but I thought about my ex-mother-in-law's feelings, so I decided not to do that. I have moved back to my parents' house to spend my maternity leave, but I plan to return to work as a caregiver at the end of the day. I plan to do my best to balance work and childcare.